Right, hello, and for the last time, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Welcome back to Luton. Yeah, this is the final episode I will ever do of Luton, the final time I will wear this jersey in a Luton video. But hey, all good things come to an end at some point, and that just happens to be today for this series. But I would just like to say a massive, absolutely massive thank you to all of you who have supported over the last. We've been doing this since October. That's like 5 months. Over the last 4 or 5 months, this series has absolutely soared off. The channel's gone nuts. 600 subscribers was something I didn't think would happen as fast as this has. So I'm very, very thankful. Everyone who likes, comments, shares the videos, of course, who has subscribed so far, thank you. If you're new, feel free to do that. Join this ride. The next career mode is going to be great. Wolfsburg is going to be a good one. I can feel it. And of course, I recently started streaming on Twitch again. We passed 50 followers nearly straight away, which was amazing. I appreciate that affiliate coming soon, I'm sure. But yeah, it's the squad report today. It's the awards today. We'll get into them. We'll just recap what a season we had this season as well. And really, for the final time for this series, let's get into the video. So I thought I'd do just a quick recap before we hit the awards. Let's have a look where we finished in the league, just in case you missed that episode, which if you did, go back and watch it. We finished first. We finished top of the league by 6 points from Manchester City. Absolutely huge. Chelsea in third, who I thought were actually going to be the rivals for the title, but it turned out to be City. Everyone just dropped off towards the end. We won 30 games out of 38. Unreal. An absolutely unbelievable season from us. And then in the other competitions that we've won, I'll just show you the ones we've won. The Carabao Cup 4-2 against Brentford. Don't know if you saw that one either. That final came in the middle of an episode, so you may have missed it. But what an episode that was as well. That was a huge episode. And then the final thing we won is the big one, which I'm sure you've watched. It came out last Friday. Go and watch it if you haven't, because my God, what an episode. But yeah, we won the Champions League final, 3-0 against Dortmund as well. It just caps it, doesn't it? It just caps just the series as a whole. Just what we wanted was a perfect finish, and we got it. Premier League, Champions League. Unbelievable. But now we'll go and do those awards. So as always then, first up is most appearances, and this time it actually goes to Jason Knight. Due to injuries on the wing, Jason Knight played 47 games this season. Who was it? It was Fabry, who got injured for months, so Jason Knight had to fill in when I didn't have, Rim wasn't good enough, I didn't have any other wingers, just Velasco really. So I struggled in that department, so he filled in and played well. You'll see there his stats, 18 goals and 11 assists in all comps, is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Maybe a few more assists would have been nice in the amount of games he did play, but still, he gets the most appearances this season. Next up is our golden boot, and who does that go except to Harry Cornick. 45 goals in 43 games and 21 assists to go along with it. Not our top assister, that will come in a second, but my God, unbelievable from Harry Cornick. If you just look at the Premier League column there, 25 goals, in 26 games. You can't beat that. That is an unbelievable return from him, along with 12 assists as well. 15 goals in 8 games in the Champions League. I don't know what to say about Harry Cornick. Absolute legend of the series. We'll move now to our top assister, which is Alex Adams, with 42 assists in 47 games. You can see because he played the same games as Jason Knight, but because Adams is getting this award, I thought I'd give Knight the most appearances, but still. I can't believe the amount of assists this man gets. 32 games in the Prem, 27 assists, but also 22 goals. He's just on fire at all times, this man. Always on it, and deserves his 90 rating that he has now. Brilliant player from the academy as well. Absolutely loved him. Now next up is our most improved. I'm going to do it 2 ways. Okay, I'm going to do it first on who increased the most in their overall. And that is Benjamin Okoye, going up 13 in his overall this season. 13, so that started him as a 66. At 18 years of age, he's 79 overall, and his stats are unbelievable. So he's the most who's actually grown. But I would just like to mention Alan Velasco as the most improved performance. So I had a comment that was saying he wanted to see me do the most improvers who actually improve the most in performances and how they played rather than overall increase. So I'm going to do it. I thought I'd do both because I like to do both. Alan Velasco was unbelievable this season, you know, from absolute nothing really. To be fair, he hadn't really influenced or taken games by the scruff of the neck like you should sometimes as a winger. The last 3 seasons I think I've had him, but this season explodes. Unbelievable. At 22 he's really going now, really going, and it's a shame I'm stopping because he's looking like a good player. 8 goals, 9 assists in 15 Premier League games, nearly got double figures in both in just the Prem. Is very good. 17 and 10 overall. Very pleased with him. And yeah, definitely our most improved performance-wise. Definitely. Our next award though is our young player of the season, and I am going to give it to Benjamin Okoye because you saw his stats earlier with the most improved. He's gone up to 13 overall. But unbelievably, he played 33 games and scored 35 goals at 18 years of age and 17 as well. Unreal this man is. I'm upset that I don't get to play with him more because he's so good. I wish I could take him to Wolfsburg with me, but that's not how I'm doing it. We're starting a clean slate in Wolfsburg. But yeah, my young player of the season is definitely Benjamin Okoye, and he came back from loan and took the number 9, and I thought we'll see him pre-season, owned it, deserved it, and performed with it. Fantastic from him. Definitely my young player of the season. And then the final award is of course my player of the season, and that does go to Harry Cornick. I can't give it to anyone else. I needed goals in the Champions League final, and that man stepped up. He stepped up and he scored them when I needed them. I need goals to win the Premier League. He steps up and he scores them. I need a goal or an assist. Just at any point, that man steps up and does it. He's an absolute legend of the series, of this career. The man is so good. I couldn't ask for anything more. And I will say an absolute masterstroke from myself, changing him from a right winger, which is what he starts as, to a striker. The pace he has in behind is second to none. And if you're looking for a pacey striker, just change his position. He's all for it. What a player he is. And of course, with dynamic potential, he's hit 88 overall. Unbelievable. So you can't ask for much more. And he is my final player of the season, and he's probably my player of the series as well, the whole series. I'm not doing awards for the whole series because I don't have all the stats, that's my bad, but definitely probably my player of the whole series. And now look, we'll just get into a bit of the squad report and just wrap up everything. Okay, so starting the squad report then with Illan Meslier, a very good signing, I think. Good keeper. Unfortunately, with the game that FIFA 21 is, don't keep many clean sheets, so 14 overall for the man. But I was very pleased with bringing him in, which meant I didn't have to play Sluga, and I could play Fran Pinedo, who's gone up to 79 overall, by the way. Very good growth from him, and he looks like he would be a good keeper. He's only 20 now. Check the youth sheet, by the way. I've updated it with everyone's final season stats, so check the youth sheet to see how everyone did. But Mendes at left back, again, another one that's increased really well to 85 overall. I thought he performed well. I think he performed better as a left wing back, if I'm honest, and he would perform good in a system where the fullbacks went forward more, because I kept them quite far back. Collins only played once, and Sabali, as you can see there, Mendes and Sabali only getting 5 and 1 assists respectively, because I kept them back. I haven't forced them to stay back, otherwise they'd be getting way more, because both of them, Sabali there with an 80 rating, were very good going forward and very good players. Carter Vickers and Ben White, neither scored. Ben White getting himself an assist. So good at the back, both of them. Rock solid. 82 for Carter Vickers. If he got an injury, I think he would have been 83 had he not. Ben White at 85. The suggestion in the comments for Ben White was an absolute masterstroke. We do love to see it. Lockyer played a couple of times, was decent when needed. Of course, I had the injury to Ben White, or to Carter Vickers, sorry. So those things I needed players to cover, and he was good. He was good at the back and still went up 1 overall despite being 30. Mineral Rye, his overalls increased, and again, if I was continuing the career, he'd be one I'd be looking at to perform and push on really well, because he was good at the back alongside Zakari when they played together. He was very good. I was very happy with Zakari. 76 overall now at 20. Looking for him to push on a bit more as well. I skipped over Sonny Bradley there. He's gone down, but the original club captain for Luton, very good. I'm glad I've kept him to the end. He deserves to stay. Age 33 now. I'm still played 18 times and was solid at the back. All the centre backs I'm very happy to have, and it was a tough choice. We'll move on to the right backs with James Bree. Played well. not much to say about it. Got himself 2 assists, as same with the left backs. If he was allowed to go forward more, he would do better. Same with Kyoso. Kimura, up to 63 rated, was very good. Clouchy never played, looked for a loan for him, no one came in, so nothing I could see of him. But I was happy with Kimura when he played. He did okay. Kyoso was better, of course. I have an edge out on loan. He's gone up 6 overall though, so looks like a decent player. Dewsbury Hall. Not much to say about him. He actually didn't play as much this year, but a fantastic player when he does. In real life, he's amazing. And 5 goals and 5 assists across all comps. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'll take it, but I could have done with a bit better from him. But to be fair, he's a CDM, so you're not asking for too much. Born, again, someone else I was looking to get a loan. By the way, I didn't show you through the season, but a lot of the youth players wanted out. I promoted them up and just basically looked for loans for them, didn't get them. Lembit Pan only played 8 times, but still went up 10 overall this year. 10. He's a player for the future, definitely. If I ever continue this, maybe on stream, he's definitely a player I'll be looking at playing. 17 years of age and 73 overall. One to look out for. Andres Marder, again, one of the youth players I promoted, looked for a loan for at 50 overall. Not going to get it. Van der Heijden, I think, 51 overall. Again, looked for a loan. I think he has one coming up, to be exact. He does, joining Lingerby. Anyway, he has a loan. Glover, again, looking for a loan. Never really found one for him, unfortunately. And Mpanzu, surprisingly, did really well. I was really happy when I played him in the second team. I didn't think I'd be comfortable with my second team, but I really was in the end. Mpanzu was still rock solid, but definitely was the right choice to buy Guendouzi. Maybe for his hair, but also for his impact. He's 85 rated now. Played really well when I brought him in. Got himself a couple of goals, a few assists, was solid in the tackle. I had him stay back more and Bradley Bryan push on more out of the 2 of them. That's why he didn't get as many goals as the club captain Bradley Bryan here, who got 15 and then 27 assists. But he was pushing a little bit further forward. The man reached double figures in the Premier League in both goals and assists, by the way. That's huge. That's madness. 10 and 18 respectively. He's very good. He actually didn't get any awards, which is almost a sin that I haven't given him one, but he was fantastic and he's like next on nearly every list for the awards, and so good, so good. Metcalf, again, looking for a loan. Kontos has gone up a lot on loan, which was very good from him. I appreciate that. Tefu would be selling next year. No use to me. Same with Oliveira. He's actually going on loan though. No one wanted to come in to buy him, so we thought we'd loan him out. Patrice Meyer isn't actually on loan, didn't get one, which I was surprised by because he's decent for young. Morel still had productive season. Sometimes these men just have productive seasons despite me not playing them, and Joe Morel's one of them. He still played really well in the cup competitions, 13 and 15 and 34. It's a goal every other game, kind of. I haven't done the maths on it, but it's pretty good. I'm very happy with him. Moncourt is being sold at the end of this season, actually. I am selling him to Reading for about £1 million. Adams, we've spoken about, and I don't think we could say much more about him. What a player. 90 overall now. We've seen all the stats. He is one of the best players I've ever pulled from the youth, along with Bradley Bryan. Those are the 2 best players I've ever had. Eclipsing Oliveira, by the way, from Grimsby, definitely. There's nothing more I can say about him. Check the Google sheet for his potential and Bradley Bryan's potential because it's madness. Same with Castro, who's actually gone up 7 out on loan, which is pretty good. 69 overall for the man. I would probably bring him back and sell him because he's getting to 70 rated, and I've got, of course, a lot more like Thibaut Louis, and Zeshin Ishihara has actually gone up a lot as well to 61 rated. He was down in the 50s, as you can see, so very good for him to be to grow that much, should I say. Jason Knight now, what a winger he is. The stats kind of don't show it, but he's so influential. Also 90 rated, by the way. That's 3 90 rated players I have in the team. He's very influential, and I was very, very pleased to have him, and I'm very, very happy that I do, because quite frankly, you need a player like that. On the wing, bit of skill, can cut inside on his foot and score. Perfect, really, for what you need. And Velasco, in 15 less games, is only 1 goal and 1 assist behind Jason Knight, and that's why he did win most improved performance-wise, because he was so good compared to last year and the season before and the season before. So much better, and I'm so glad he performed well because he deserved it. He's a good player. He's good. He's okay. Yeah. Ryan Kerrigan now only up 3. from Ireland. A shame, being Irish myself, but he's not good, was never going to be good, and would probably get sold. Emmanuel Fabry, I don't know, man, I just love Fabry. I don't know why, I just love him, he's brilliant. Can play anywhere along the front line except a striker. Only got 8 goals and 3 assists, but was out for 5 months with a cruciate ligament injury. So do with that what you will. A great player, 81 rated now. I'm very pleased with him. Very pleased with him. Up 7 this year. And then there's Rim, who came in when Fabry did have that injury. And do you know what? Did good. Stood tall. Took on the challenge and did okay. Up 10 overall. Can play either wing. And decent stats wise. 3 goals, 4 assists. The man's only 19. And for him to come in and do what he did, I was very pleased with it. But Somerville here, again, had an injury. My wingers were where my injuries came. He had I think a 2 or 3 month injury. So 10 and 7, I'm pretty pleased with. I would like him to have got more up in the Velasco and Jason Knight levels, but not much you can do about it. I'm still very, very pleased with signing him and think he's going to be one for the future as well. Still only 23. Dennis Tavares definitely getting sold next year. And we hit the strikers with Benjamin Okoye, who I spoke about when he was plus 13, and he's obviously, of course, young player of the season. The man's immense. There is no stopping it. Premier League, he played 15 games, got 16 goals and 9 assists. In the Champions League, he played 8 games, got 7 goals and 5 assists. He's just so good. He's just so good, man. The man is so good. I'm so pleased that he came through the youth. I can't think who scouted him now, but whoever said scout Nigeria for an attacker, thank you, because this man is amazing. Sam Nombe was put out of a place by Okoye, but if you look at the stats, you can see why. 10 games, didn't score in the Prem, got 5 goals though, so got in the Champions League, got himself 1 and in the Carabao Cup. But Okoye just kicked on and I couldn't not play him, so unfortunately Nombe fell to the wayside. But he is still a good player and went above his potential as well. Dynamic potential kicked in for him. 74 overall is very good. And we'll be ending with Harry Cornick then. This man is an absolute beast when it comes to a striker. Can finish, can run, can pass, can assist, can do it all. Absolutely everything. And he's just so good. I'm just so pleased I changed him to a striker because James Collins weren't doing it for me back in the day. Season 1, Harry Cornick comes in and just does it from minute 1. He was the striker in Season 1 and he is the striker in Season 5. Best striker I have had in FIFA. Ever. I'm saying it. I've had Oliveira, but I'm saying it. Harry Cornick is better. Unbelievable man. And that really wraps up the squad report. I want to leave you on the right screen. There is only one screen we really can leave it on, and that is, of course, the Champions League final screen. We won it. We've won the league. We've won everything there is to win with Luton, and that does conclude the series. Wolfsburg is up next, guys. That will be on the 12th of March. It's a Saturday. 7 around that time, depending on the Premier League football. You'll know close to the time, don't you worry. But yeah, that's it for Luton. If you've enjoyed this series, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in Wolfsburg.